Hey, what's going on guys, it's me, Rookstorm23 with some Team Tomahawk gameplay on Grid, and we absolutely destroy this game. I don't know what it is about Grid, but whenever we use Tomahawks it seems to go really well, so that's the gameplay, summed up for you guys quite nicely. I probably wasn't being the most accurate with these Tomahawks. I think it was my second game of the day using them, but basically the placement meant that usually the enemies weren't really giving me too much grief in the way of bullets, and just watch that tear up there. I was just kind of sitting and watching, like, I'm not going to interfere in what just went on there, nothing to do with me. But in today's video, I'm just going to be discussing something of, hopefully of interest. And it's how religion ties into everything, and it's a tough one, because personally I'm not at all religious. I don't know what I would class myself as. I think the term's agnostic. I believe there's some kind of powerful something or other, but I don't believe of it in the form of a god through religion and all that kind of stuff. And of course, I can't say whether I'm right or wrong on any of this. No one can. But a lot of the times, it does seem to me like religion creates issues, and there are a lot of people, my brother being one of them, who are very extreme anti-religion. You know, religion creates wars. And then there's, very pro-religion. Without religion, we'd have no morals, we'd be fiends or whatever. And I think the reality is somewhere in the middle. I think you find with humans, conflicts are going to start wherever. Often a war is said to be a religious war, but in actual terms it's, to do with political stuff, or through basically greed, wanting more than you already have. And a lot of the time you'll find that I studied Northern Ireland and the Troubles in my history GCSE, and actually you found that a lot of the time it was more the politics than the religion that caused the issues. I guess, it's difficult to say, because it was the split in religion there that, that created the two separate groups, which then, resulted in different political groups. I guess it was religion in the first place that created the issue there, with the English Protestants sending over wealthy landowners who took over all the land and were unfair to the Catholics that lived there, and the Catholics were fighting the Protestants, although it was more royalists against Unionists? No, wait, Royalists against Republicans? Oh, you know what? It's been a year since I did all that stuff, and just remembering the names the right way around, someone's going to quote me up on that and be like, what are you talking about? You got it all wrong. But that's an interesting one, because it started off as a religious conflict, and then kind of became a more political one. So, yeah, that's a good example that I wasn't planning on stumbling across. But there's also the moral side of things, and I'd like to say that all humans have basic standard morals, and we don't need religion to learn morals and how to be a good person, a good human being. But it's true that a lot of the kind of stories you hear in the Bible, a lot of the morals, a lot of the commandments are fairly spot on with what makes a good human being. I mean, who's to define what a good human being is? But I guess the term you'd look for is normal. You get abnormal things going on, but and generally abnormal is bad and normal is good. I think we can go with that. You'll get extremists a lot, and just because they happen to be of one religious group, a lot of the time that religious group is deemed as being extreme, and that in itself is quite extreme. So that's an interesting question in itself. What is normal? I guess normal is just occurs more often than different. That's a whole new thing in itself. I don't know what these guys were doing here. Were they trying to shoot the sentry gun? Were they trying to shoot me? Were they undecided? Were they shooting in the middle? I don't even know. I just kind of tried to hide and just waited on it. Then, yeah, that's the gameplay. Team Tomahawk, hope you have enjoyed, as always. Absolute rampage. I just realised we won by 4,000 kills. Weren't playing 4,000 kills, not quite, Vic, not quite. 40 kills. The enemies weren't the brightest of the bunch, not the sharpest tools in the box. But hey, that was still a pretty crushing defeat. So that's the gameplay. Hope you have enjoyed. Here's an outro. You know what it links to? Well, you should do anyway, because it says on the screen. See you guys.